Good morning, everybody. Welcome to today's edition of Toggle's Daily Video Insights. We're going to take a look at why Avalara, AVLR, traded on New York Stock Exchange, could rise potentially as much as 14% over the following 4 weeks, in part driven by volatility. As you can see here in the overview, Toggle has had a number of positive highlights for this stock specifically. There was an early one that really was quite well timed in June that preceded the subsequent rally all the way up to 166. Then there have been a few more supportive ones, effectively based on momentum, volatility, and so on. But the most recent one is suggesting that the rally could extend for another 14%, and it's based in volatility. Now, let's take a look exactly what this insight is actually telling us. As by now, most of you already know, the key here is to look at the overall projection, which is based on these 4 episodes that Toggle was able to analyze that had a similar decrease in volatility, realized volatility for Avalara. And so taking a look at why it might move, it shows us these other periods. And you can see that actually 2020, early on, volatility had reached similarly low levels. And then you have to go back to 2019 to find something comparable. And those periods were by and large associated with continued rally in the stock price. In some cases, it was an extension of the rally. In some cases, it was the beginning of the rally after a period of consolidation. Now, importantly, again, what you want to see is the price really to stay within this confidence band and certainly not dip below 156.29, the red line, because if that were to happen, presumably some other force is actually driving the stock price, and so it's not about volatility. It'll be about something else that could be perhaps dominant and on the bearish side. Looking at the past performance, you can see that actually the risk reward was quite compelling. In fact, you've had several instances where the subsequent return of the following month was actually quite a bit higher than 10 to 15%. And the downside was reasonably constrained, which means that if you had invested $1 in each of those other 4 episodes, you would have had overall almost $1.50 of profit. So bottom line on this stock is it's definitely something worth putting on your radar screen, because there have been a collection of positive forces that suggest that there could be some one-sided risk here. And so take a look to see whether or not fundamentally or technically it fits with your view. So much for Avalara. Otherwise, the daily brief should already be in your mailboxes. If you don't subscribe to it, please go to toggle.global. And anybody who signs up for Toggle Copilot, which you're free to try, will also receive the daily dose of market-relevant content. Otherwise, if you like to see more of these video insights, please like this video or subscribe to our YouTube channel. We do them every market trading day, and the goal really is to try and sift through lots and lots of data so you don't have to, and break down that barrier between individual investors and the data to really highlight things that potentially could be moving stocks and what those stocks are. Thanks for your attention. We'll see you again on Monday.